Hello growers and farmers. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we have a package here. We're going to get right into it. It is from Barrina. And it is a grow light. It's a TX72 grow light. We're going to do an unbox setup and some of the key features of this grow lamp. This is a 4-foot. There goes the box. It's a 4-foot, shine on and create on. Let's see, does it say which model this is? This is the TX72 grow light, 4-foot, 72 watt with an on-off switch, 1 pack. It is the white, the slip that they had sent with it showed, I believe it was, I'll put the numbers up on the screen, it was like 6-something nanometers. We'll see if it comes with an extra package inside that describes it more. So it was, to my surprise, that this company reached out, and I actually already own their T8 products. So, being that we're farmers, we start a lot of our seeds indoors around February or March before we can actually get outside because it's too cold. But there's many seeds that require a head start indoors, such as cabbages and brassicas. So opening this up, it comes with a little kit, a couple of zip ties, looks like some clips. Let's see what else is in it. So, not sure what this is, but this looks cool. It looks like some sort of, I have no idea, some sort of clip right there. Hopefully that's focusing for you guys. Some hooks with chains. There's 2 of those packages. It's probably what we're going to go with. I'm assuming that these hooks right here hook on each end of the lamp. These are some brackets. I believe that you have the option to install this straight onto a ceiling. A couple of anchors and a couple of hooks in there as well. And 4 zip ties, because everyone loves zip ties, so why not put them in the packaging? Honestly, my Barrina lights, I didn't feel like spending extra because we do everything on a budget here on the farm. I didn't feel like ordering extra of the retractables, so I just zip tied them to our rack. So right here, it's an LED grow light. Barrina LED grow light fixture is an excellent option for growing plants compared with traditional fixture. Barrina grow light has a higher PPFD. I believe that stands for like photosynthetic photon something density. Lower power consumption and longer lifespan. So it's energy efficient, the high PPFD, easy install, durable. You can actually link these together. So if you wanted to grow them in series and have them a little bit longer, you could do that. Hangs up with the chains. Yeah, so it's photosynthetic photon flux density, that's what it is. Before installing, maintaining, power is off, LED strips cool down, power cord or any fixture damage it must be considered effective if and should not be used. Okay, so warnings, just different types of plants that require different amounts of radiation time, providing appropriate irradiation time and PPF and promote faster growth. Alright, just some normal stuff. Doesn't tell me the exact model. I believe they have 2 of them. Slide this out of here. It might say it right there. Yep, okay. So it's a full spectrum light. Get this sheath off of it. So, you guys can see, it's a Barrina LED grow light. 72 watt full spectrum, 100 to 27 or 277 VAC, 50 to 60 hertz, made in China. Max connection, warning, only 4 lights, okay? And then, I can't read that one. So, looking down the light, you can see actually all these little LEDs. I'm going to try not to hit the deck. And each of these LEDs, I believe, is different spectrum lighting. So we're going to get this inside and we're going to set it up. It does appear right here on the end, there are those hooks. You see right there and right there. I believe that's where those little hooks go. And then we're going to pop those in and hook this up to our grow rack. So our grow rack currently has the T8s. We have 3 per level. What I'm going to be doing is replacing the middle one on our bottom rack with this bad mamma jamma right here. And we are going to be only using this for 2 weeks on a microgreens setup that we have going. We're going to be starting microgreens. Yes, quality control inspection, guys. It's good. So we're going to be growing microgreens as another revenue source for the winter on the farm, since our chickens like to turn off laying. We only grow so much meat every year, and our goats, well, they only have babies a couple times every 2 years or so. So with that, we need to increase our revenue streams. This is going to be a perfect little addition to be able to grow more efficiently as far as microgreens. And let's go get this sucker set up. We'll plug her into the timer and we'll see what we got going on. Now, the one thing I do not like, I'm just going to point that off the bat, is the adapter here. Obviously it's a plug, right? So you need a plug to a plug. So you can only use these with other TX72s. It's not like I could take one of my T8s and plug it into this, because the prongs that they have are very small. I'll show you the difference of those inside. But overall, it looks like a very quality product. I'm happy with it so far. Let's go and set it up and see how she lights the rack up. And we're going to do another video actually in like 2 weeks from now. Show you guys, maybe a week depending on how quick the micros grow. But we're going to show you guys how well these lights work. And yeah, let's go set it up. We are in the office slash grow room. So you can see this is the Barrina TX72. This is from the Barrina T8s. Obviously these are the connection pieces between the two. A little bit different than that. If you look right here, you can see that's where the connections are on those ones. But this is a 72 watt fixture, equivalent of a 500 watt light. Actually, it might be a 600 watt. Let me see. No, the 72 watts, equivalent of a 500 watt. These ones are 42 watts. I believe they're equivalent of a 200 or something like that. Something around that range. So let's get our bag of goodies right here. We're gonna go ahead and pull out these two things. They should just simply just go on like that. That's it. That was easy. Fold it out that way. Same thing over on this side. I'm gonna go ahead, line them up just like so. And we're going to be having this about here, because usually we have about 2 inches of growing medium, which gives us around 7 inches straight from the soil to the lamp. Definitely super good spacing on these racks. This is just a regular old wire rack from Home Depot. I think I spent like 80 bucks or 100 bucks on it, something like that. Bought it a few years ago, so can't tell you what they cost now. So this, I'm assuming, should be as simple as just going on up and hook to itself. That might get us where we need to go. I'm trying to think how I could get it shorter. Let's just see if it'll work, right? So put that up here. If I can get around the junk on top. I guess technically we could just clip it higher than what we need, because it does have this side, you see this little clip, so we can really adjust it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this as high as we can, just like that. That's still not going to be high enough for my liking. I have an idea though. Watch this. So we're going to put this hook up and through. Oh, I got honey up here on the top rack. That's heavy. So what we could do is we could basically adjust it. I'm trying to see where you guys are. My screen is all messy. I apologize, guys. So we could technically just space this out a little bit further and have it hook on like that. So if we want it a little bit higher, which we definitely do, I'm going to go ahead and pull it from the top over a couple more rungs. Bear with me. I want it right about there. And then we're going to clip this on the bottom here as such. Okay, that'll work. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm actually going, you see these wires right here, I'm going, instead of just in the same one, I'm stretching it out like 4 or 5 rungs. Just to really push it. I don't know if that's going to be the best bet. I honestly might just go with the zip tie method. Tried and true with my zip ties. Alright, so I'm going to actually turn this one off. Hold on, guys. And we're going to turn on the TX72 right now. Make sure it's off before plugging in. Alright. Ooh. That's pretty. And it's got a bunch of cool spectrum lights. I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see it. I hope you guys could see the red there and there. So this is actually really nice. I'm hoping that the camera is doing it justice as far as showing that different spectrum that's thrown in there. So this is the full spectrum light. Super nice, super bright. It's not too crazy bright, but I think this is going to be perfect, and it's throwing light all the way out here. Mind my tool mouse on the bottom. Now the reason I'm putting this in between my other lights is so if I needed to add extra, I have 2 extra right there that I can turn on if I really need to push some lumens out. Definitely liking this grow light setup. I'm going to be updating you guys in about 2 weeks time. Once I grow out some microgreens in it, I should be able to get 2 batches in 2 weeks. Maybe I'll give you an update halfway through and another update at the end of it. We'll see how it does. I'm going to just strictly use this light, so I'm probably going to be putting my 10x20 trays, I guess horizontally, vertically, whatever you want to call it, along the lengthwise of the light, so I'll only be able to fit 2 trays down on that rack versus the 4 trays that I normally do. But I have high hopes because all these lights are Barrina. These are the T8s. This is the TX72, so this one's got a little bit more oomph for the punch. And I will have links in the description, guys. They are Amazon affiliate links, so I do get a little commission. It doesn't cost you guys as the buyer any more money, but it does help support the channel here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely like the quality Barrina lights. This is the second type of light that I've gotten from them. I actually have, if you see, this one back here is more reddish. So I have a red phase, I have white phase lights, and they work really well. I can't complain with them. Honestly, I've actually watched a bunch of microgreen people recently because that's what we're trying to do for winter revenue. They suggest Barrina's grow light, guys. When you're growing plants, you want to have grow lights, and these guys are the people to do it. They also have shop lights and garage lighting and all that other stuff, but they do make full spectrum grow lights to hit all your plants' needs. So make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you guys watch the next video that's going to be here suggested by YouTube. Wherever you guys are, have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll update you guys soon, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. We'll see you soon.